child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll get it undone. Someday, when your head is much lighter. Someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday, when the world is much brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter.
Today is On Top of the World with your boy, world famous, your boy, world famous. You ask us questions, I give you the answers. This is how it goes here. Today I have a young upcoming producer extraordinaire. He's been in the game for quite some time. I know him as JJ, but I'm gonna allow him to introduce himself to the world as
Julian, aka Finesse. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what it is.
Julian, aka Finesse. And how long you been in this music game?
I'd say probably professional, maybe like 2019.
Okay.
But before that, man, probably 2012, 2011, something like that.
What inspired you to pursue this career and do this?
Well, I didn't even know it was a career.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was something to do.
Right.
I thought it was
just playing with making music. Okay.
You know.
Okay.
My pops play sax.
Right. So basically, you come from an instrumental, a musical family background.
Music, sports.
Sports.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I feel like it was really music,
Mm-hmm.
but as they grew up, life hit and it took them different places.
Okay.
I feel like when I was young, they didn't really push me in music because coming through the industry and
it's rough industry.
Yeah, you don't want to expose. You don't think that's a career. You don't go to school for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I did the sports thing.
Yeah, of course.
My coaches.
Right.
And I love sports.
Right.
I always loved music. I don't think they didn't see it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and I didn't play instruments. So when I was young, I'd be on LimeWire. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? When they not here, I'm on LimeWire. I'm downloading all type of stuff. Getting all music. I used to get in trouble. I hear this song on the radio, like, damn, I gotta download that later. What is that? I don't know. I'll write it on the wall.
Well,
till I get to the computer.
So, like a lot of people who tour with came through here, they tell me producing is an ear for the music. Would you say that's more you always had an ear for the music, basically, in saying that?
No. So I would say the engineer is the ear. You know what I'm saying? Like the producer is somebody who can take nothing and make something.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? He might be able to, because everything is music. You know what I'm saying?
So there's two hand in hand. Mm-hmm. One is an engineer and one's a producer. Mm-hmm. Engineer does more than what? Mixing the music and the notes and stuff of that nature?
Yeah, so nothing happens without the engineer. So when you go to a studio, you're an artist, you're a producer, you're ready to lay the shit down. You go to a studio, there's somebody at the desk.
Right.
It's just y'all and him.
Gotcha.
So that's what I do professionally. I'm an engineer. You know what I'm saying? I'm a producer too, but when you book a studio, you're gonna see me. You're gonna see a bunch of buttons. And you're gonna see me,
right?
And we're gonna catch a vibe. So the engineer he's your like the median. He's the person standing in the way you catching a vibe.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And as technical as it is, the better engineer is going, don't worry about all that. I got you.
I got you right
there. Yeah, so when you say the artist be like, yo, I want to sound like I'm falling out the sky, and nigga like, got you, you need some reverb. All right. Yo, you know, a little delay or something. Yo, my vocals just sound a little too, can you maybe darken it a little bit? Got you.
Right.
You know.
Let me ask you something. So you can take a person basically that has no skills and make them sound like they that nigga, huh?
I could, you know what I'm saying? But you know, music is the way I understand it is by definition it's vibrations. So people like, I'm catching a vibe. No, it's really what's going on. It's a physical thing. So you can't fake that.
Right.
You feel it. It's a spiritual.
It's a spiritual.
But music has rules. So if a person can't sing, like with the tools we got, I can put them in the right scale. So now it's a little musical. It's a little more, you know, interesting. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can do that. But the way we look at it as engineers is, I can't polish a turd.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
That's important.
It's gonna be some fine shit.
Right.
It's still gonna have that little stick. It's the same family. You know what I'm saying? The way to a great mix is a great recording, and the way to a great recording is a great performance. You know, that all of that plays in hand every step of the way. So,
got you.
You know.
So, in saying that, have you focus on just rap artists, or you do both hand in hand, rap, R&B, soulful music? Do you, because that, and listening and knowing you as I do, you do come up from a musical family, a athletic family as well. And we'll talk about that a little later down the road. But the music part of it, and I know that Dad and your uncles and them, they jazz and they R&B, does that, all that empowers and plays a role in some of the things that you listen to and making these artists come to life, basically? Yeah,
absolutely. So coming from the background that it's a jazz, funk, that sort of thing, I was able to, they forced me to, because I've grown up, I used to have to hide to listen to Get Rich or Die Trying. Listen to it in the room. You know what I'm saying? He'll come in the room like, man, that ain't no music. You know where you got that sample from? Come here. Put me on to the 70s, 80s. You know? Right. So I understood from a production standpoint, sampling and how that come to play. But I had a very diverse kind of upbringing. I went to Archbishop Stepinac, SUNY Purchase. You know, I'm going to school, shirt and tie, but I'm coming back, Mount Vernon, I'm kicking it, Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? You know, that. So, but going in these different places, I was able to kind of understand these different worlds, how they communicate. You know what I'm saying? So, Trey might be saying the same thing Tobias is saying. You know what I mean? Right. But just might be saying it differently. You know what I'm saying? Articulating it very differently. So if I could understand what you're saying, I could take you there. You know what I'm saying? He might be like, oh, I want to sound like I'm falling out the sky. Oh, reverb. I got you, Brody. Yep. Hey, can you raise me up 2 dB, pan me to the left? You know, maybe like a short plate. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I can take you there. Gotcha. So it helps. And then you develop that trust with them. You know what I mean? Right. And they let you flow it out. But as far as the music is concerned, I feel like music is the only thing that separates the genre is maybe tempo and like the instruments that's used. But music is all the same thing.
Whether it's R&B,
it's
soul,
a canvas,
jazz.
Yeah, so you got a white piece of paper, right? And different instruments take up like different space in the mix. You know, different like low end instrument. You might have a sub for trap, but you might have a upright bass for jazz. You know what I'm saying? You might have a snare. They might have like a rim shot. You know, reggae might be a different signature than, so it's all the same. It's just, so when it comes to mixing and recording, whether you rap, whether you got a trumpet, it's all right. You bringing something in, how can I find space for it?
Beautiful.
That's how I look at it.
Good. Have you had the opportunity to work with reggae artists, Latino artists, and things of that nature, different cultures and all types of music?
Oh my gosh! So, and it's a blessing, right? So, Ali, so I work at Platinum Sound recording studios, owned by Jerry Wonder, who's the one of the founders of Fugees, and he's a produces all the music.
Right.
And he's from Haiti, and head engineer, mixes everything. Grammy Award winning Serge Sai, he's from Suriname.
Gotcha.
So he's like Asian, Haiti. But the Haitian music compa is very, it's very familiar. You see traces of like reggae, you see Latin music, you see all type of stuff. So at this studio, man, I'm exposed to a lot of different
music.
Yeah, instruments. I'm recording hand drums,
good.
Cellos, all type of stuff. And I feel like that experience kind of sets me apart from the guy who just records rap vocals every day. You know, you come in with a turntable. All right, let's plug you in. Let's get on. You know, you got some old unit from the 60s.
Right.
You need a tube to work, you know. All right, you know, if I don't know how it works, let's look it up. Look up the manual. You need this. I bet. Go to Guitar Center, pick this up, and boom. You know? So it's just, I'm adaptable.
Good. Wow. That's very, very, very educational. And you said, just going back a little something, you said you went to St. Raymond's. How was it coming? Stepping at. Yeah. Stepping at White Plains, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you play sports at these schools?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you play?
Basketball.
Really?
Yeah, we got a chip.
2010 chip.
Shout out to RJ Davis. Stepping at.
Oh, okay.
Who else we got? I ain't been there in a minute, but the Griffins.
Good. Okay. How did that influence you as a young man? Hold that question. We're gonna go to commercial break, and then we're coming right back, and we're gonna go back to that.
I love you, Bobby.
Yeah. When I ask for your addy, I don't mean your attitude, just your body. There's no one as bad as you. But I could do better than. I could do better. I could do better than. I could do better. I could do better. I could do better. I could do better than. I could do better. I could do better. I could do better. I could do better than. I could do better. I could do better. I could do better. I could do better. What if I'm doing my best and you ain't good with that? Just know I did some things and you gotta live with that. Sometimes I need my space, you gotta give me that. But if you for these streets, I gotta give you back. I ain't into the game, I'm talking tit for tat. Either you put me first or I'm done with it. Love hurts and the pain, I'm numb to it. Arguing for no reason, I ain't dumb to it. I'm the pick of the litter, picture you picking a nigga. Now we talking about money, spend figures on figures. I could do better, bitch you knew better. All facts, no caps, no new errors. I don't do the back and forth, you flip with your lip. I'll be quick to let it go like it's hurting my grip. When you mad you lose, just be glad I choose. If it's fuck me, fuck you and your attitude. Talk to him.
Hey baby, we back here with your boy World Famous on top of the world. With your boy my special guest JJ, Jewel, Finesse, all that in one package. She's all here today, and he's sitting on the couch with me, and we just chopping up like good fellas. Right now, I'm gonna go back to the question. What I was talking about his school and basketball, and how did that make him the man that he is today, and how he incorporate that in his life.
All right. Well, what I could say first off is basketball, sports, it gave me a discipline, right? More than anything else. I think for a lot of us, Fresh too, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Fresh.
Shout out to Fresh, my boy. He one of the people who made me want to do this music stuff. You know?
Oh, really?
What? I'm telling you. You know what? To be honest, shout out to Fresh. I was in the car with him. You know, I just sent my application to a bunch of studios. And every studio I applied to, I got into, by the way. But the first one to call me back was Jerry. Jerry called me himself. And, you know, he said, look, I got your resume. You know, if you want to come down with me. Oh, maybe it was Lisa, the studio manager, but it was Jerry's studio. Right. I was in the with Fresh. Okay. I'm like, hold on. Yeah. Put on speaker. Yeah. But yeah, so I think school gave me a sort of discipline. You know, just as a man, as a person, I think you carry that with you in different places. And but I would say that music has been like the hardest thing that I've ever had to do, and it's strange because I love it. It's easy. I would do it for free.
There you
know
go.
what I mean? Like it's basketball. I love basketball. You know what I'm saying? But if I didn't have a game, if I didn't have practice, I might chill. Right. Chill.
Just for those who didn't know, he also played for Doug Dogs out of Horseshoe Summer League. And he jumped out the motherfucking room, boy. We had a real good team out there too. You know, we had a real good team. We got robbed of the playoffs, but that's another thing. Mount Vernon didn't want to win. They didn't want nobody to win other than that. But that's understandable. Respect to the people out there. But let's talk about family a little bit. I mean, I'm blessed and fortunate to know your family, because I know that's a big influence in your life as well. Let's talk about mom, dad, uncles, and I know you had a cousin who played ball out down there. He was on Georgetown, am I correct? Chris Wright. Remember Chris Wright? So how did upbringing family also was an impact in your life?
So I wouldn't be none without my family. I say that. A lot of times I want to veer off, go left. You know, without having that right there,
right?
I probably would have veered off. You know what I'm saying? So even when you win it, you fight it, and then when you later you be like, oh man, okay, you know. And even when you think like, man, they never gonna let me do me, it's like you got a long life. You know what I'm saying? Just stay down. So shout out to my family, Chris. You know, I feel like everything that I wanted to do, I had somebody that was doing something similar that I could kind of look up to and kind of model my game after or something like that. So, you know.
Good. I mean, because I know that family is a foundation, a structure of definitely who you become and who anybody become. I know family plays a very important role. Just to veer off that, to come back to the other conversation we had earlier, some of the artists that you have worked with, have they blossomed into something? Have they made albums? But who are some of them, notably artists that you have worked with?
Oh man,
I mean, I know the list can go on and on, but just give me the top 5.
Shit. Some of my favorites, I guess. I guess I give you some kind of like wow moments, I guess. I say Dionne Warwick.
Are you Dionne Warwick? Wow.
She did a record with Chance the Rapper. We cut her verse.
Wow.
Shout out to my boy Renee.
Wow.
Yeah. That was
that's dope. That shit is.
Because I didn't really know who she was. That's what was so funny about that.
Get out.
Yeah, it was supposed to be my boy Cat session. We had 2 sessions going on at the same time. It was supposed to be his, but he was like, "Yo, you want to do this Dionne session? I'm gonna do this girl. Her name was like Lisa, some shit downstairs." He like, "Yeah, I guess we do it." So you know, sometimes the clients and the managers, they're not gonna put Dionne Warwick,
right?
They're not gonna put French Montana. They might put like FM.
Oh, okay.
So but the manager knows like
exactly
she's gonna call like, you know, certain like only people that she know could do the session.
Right.
She's not gonna tell you what's going on. She's gonna be like, "Hey, A-list client, you want to do it? You know, 2 hours, something like that." So it was like one of those like, man, we do it. All right, come on.
Do it.
So we doing it, and all of a sudden she comes in. My boy's like, I'm like, hold up, you know. So she sent us the record. She's like, "Yeah, I'm doing my verse on this." My boy knew what it was. So he put up one of our top mics, like one of our big boys, like 12,000 kind of thing. So like when I come in and I'm helping him with the session. I'm like, "Yo, why you got that up? Like, what's Dionne? Like, what's up, bro? Like, what's going on?" You know what I'm saying? So then she loaded up the record and we listening to it and we hit Chance the Rapper. We like, oh shit, man. You know, now we laughing. So we FaceTime my boy downstairs. I'm like, "Hey, you passed this one up. It's a credit, nigga. We about to get a plaque for this."
So he missed out your man on Dionne. Well, yeah, that's dope. That's something right there. That's a definitely an accomplishment and accolade to put on your belt. I mean, that is really something.
Happened again, same thing with KRS-One.
Really?
Same thing. So you know, my boy, you know, Renee Des, he you know, put me on. I was young, so I kind of followed him and Serge, you know what I mean? And it was the same party. They booked 2 rooms, so you got that big room and you got a smaller room.
Smaller room, okay.
And KRS was supposed to go in the bigger room, and his wife Simone was supposed to go in the other room. So I was supposed to work with Simone, and bro was supposed to work with KRS. So she told me the night before. She said, "Yo, A-list VIP client R&B singer." That's all I got. So I'm like, I bet. So going into it the night before, I'm fine tuning my shit to cater to a female vocal.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying? So we weigh in. I'm like, who is this? She never told us what's going on. So about an hour go by. I go outside. I'm looking. I see KRS-One and somebody else walking down the street, but he looking like this, like he looking for the studio. I'm like, yo, this way. Mind you, I got R&B female vocalists. I see, I'm like, yo, come on, bro, yo, this way. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up taking But he loved it. He came back. I did the next one.
The next one, beautiful.
And it's funny because I think it was last summer was the 50 years of hip hop.
Oh yeah, the reunion thing.
Yeah. So he came through. He always do like 8 records. He banging them out. Yeah. He's different.
He's still flowing like that.
Like, KRS is the best artist, best rapper I ever seen rap in person. Like there's a lot of great artists. Nobody else, but his workflow different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a different.
He come in there like, we got the hue lights. It's a vibe. Like, don't hate me, nobody, but bro come in there. He got the music stand. He said, "Turn the lights on bright." I'm like, what? Got his notes, his glasses on, and you just press record and chill.
Man, you really made a good point there. I see a lot of rappers. They like, I don't know how true it is, but they say Wayne, right? He just raps off and he memorizes stuff just like that. So is that capable to really do?
Yeah, it's real. All of that stuff is real. What you do is real. Yeah, like it's just different. You get better at what you practice. Right? So somebody like Wayne is, and Benny the Butcher is like that too.
Benny, I like his music too as well.
Benny's like that. So what Benny do? I'm gonna tell you about Benny because I know Benny and I know Wayne do something different. So Benny booked a session and he played a beat and he just looped it for like 45 minutes. He's like, yeah, just play it, loop it. He don't got his phone out or nothing. He just, and you sit behind.
Right off the grip, just right on.
He just looping. He just. How it started was he was like, he want to listen to the room, how it sounds, big speakers. Let me hear this record. I just finished. This is a couple years ago. So bro, like, yo, let me play this. He plays a record, listening. Shit is cold. We like, it sound like somebody rapping. I'm like, yo, that's J. Cole. Johnny P. Caddy.
God.
But like a year before it came out, we was like, oh shit. But anyway, so Benny,
I remember that shit too.
And he just like for like an hour. I'm falling asleep. It's 2:33 in the morning. And then he just like, yo, I'm ready. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, all right, bet. So you get in there, you press record, and he just do the whole shit. Wow. He do the hook, he do the verse, he do the ad, like all in. I'm like, oh shit. He did it. I'm like, wow. Nah, that was fire. Let me get that one more time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he not even trying to do it one more time, but he gonna do it one more time. But that's because now I know what he's doing. That's my chance to really dial it in real quick. Like, I got it, but damn, he's wilding. Like, all right,
Wow, that's something, man.
They do the whole shit. He do the same thing, but sometimes he write. Like, guys might write. I think it come out better when you write. But at the same time, the guys that like punch in, that say they don't write, they just punch in. Like, that's very popular now. You kind of writing in your head. You know what I'm saying? So you do a line, and then let me do that again. You erase it.
Wow.
You know
so now we're gonna go to one more commercial break. When we're gonna come back in, I got some funny shit that we're gonna talk about. Talk about recording and things that kids do coming up.
I love you, Bobby.
Yeah. When I ask for your addy, I don't mean your attitude. Guess you're a baddie. There's no one as bad as you. Put but I could do better than. I could do better. I could do better than. Yeah, I could do better. I could do better. I could do better. I could do better than. I could do better. I could do better. Yeah, I could do better. I could do better than. Yeah, I could do better. I could do better. Yeah, I could do better. I could do better.
What if I'm doing my best and you ain't good with that? Just know I did some things and you gotta live with that. Sometimes I need my space, you gotta give me that. But if you for these streets, I gotta give you back. I ain't into the games, I'm talking tit for tat. Either you put me first or I'm done with it. Love hurts and the pain, I'm numb to it. Arguing for no reason, I ain't dumb to it. I'm the pick of the litter, picture you picking a nigga. Now we talking about money, spend figures on figures. I could do better, bitch you knew better. All facts, no caps, no new errors. I don't do the back and forth, you flip with your lip. I be quick to let it go like it's hurting my grip. When you mad you lose, just be glad I choose. If it's fuck me, fuck you and your attitude. Talk to him.
Hey, we welcome back to the show on top of the world famous again. Welcome back. We're here with Finesse, Julian, whatever you want to call him, but right now he's Finesse.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, we had a little something, we was laughing behind the scene, you know. We have, first of all, let him know that we have a studio next door, and we spoke about it earlier. And what I would like for you to do too, also, a studio next door is called Blazing the Booth. And what we do is bring upcoming artists in there, let them blaze and get down and promote this stuff too as well. If you ever have any artists or anybody else you'd like to introduce us to or introduce the world to on our podcast, we would definitely appreciate it. Next door at Blazing the Booth. And speaking of Blazing the Booth, the reason it's called Blazing the Booth because you know what, and I know you working with artists and stuff like that. I mean, and we getting ready to have a show on the 29th called Smoke Out. We're going to do a Smoke Out, and that's dedicated to the young brothers and sisters that just blow it down. So knowing you, I know, Jay, that's out there and working with artists. Do you think they better rappers when they blow it down, when the smoke is in the air and the fumes in there and everybody's just I mean, is that a better, do you think sometimes get a better result out of that? Being an engineer and a producer from the artists?
Well,
first of all, do you allow them to do that in your at your place of business?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? We got ashtrays in the room. Smoke cigars or something. You know.
Whatever your preference, right.
Ashtrays.
You make them feel good. Yeah, okay.
If you don't want to smoke, you know that's cool. But if you do, you know, it's part of the game.
Right.
Back in the Motown days, you know, you can't stop it.
Right.
But what I would say is, and actually I did a study too when I was in school. It said you perform better on the test in whatever state you learn the material. So if you somebody that's always smoking, you know, then do your thing. If you're always smoking and go to the studio and trying to be and don't smoke, you're gonna be off your game. So
gotcha.
But what I say is what a lot of people see is they see that you see the smoking, you see the, you know, in the studio
right.
But they don't see the work that goes behind the scenes.
Gotcha.
It's a job. It's an art form. It's a real thing. It's a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? Call and response. This shit ancient. You know what I'm saying? So you can feel it when somebody, you know what I mean? Like, I'll give you an example. We did this project, Jerry Wonder and Newark Board of Education. It's called I forget. It'll come back to me. Okay. It's a shame. Anyway, I should have known it. But forgive me, y'all. But Blazing Studios. So check it. So look. So what we did was we worked with we linked up with Ross Baraka and me and Ross Baraka, and we worked with 10 kids from out there, adults, you know, kind of like we had like a rough upbringing, but like super creative artists, you know what I'm saying? And one kid, his name is Dangerous. He spit his verse, and the verse, he was talking about his brother who had just got killed, and it was nasty, you know what I'm saying? And
I can imagine.
at the end of the verse, he started choking up. He started tearing up. He's like, my fault, I can't. Let me do that one more time. We like, nah. That's the one.
That's the one, right,
that's
right.
the one, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So there's this, but see, that pen is what took him there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you might see him. Some people might see, like, oh, yeah, they smoking and shit. You might see the wrong thing.
Right.
You see AI, come through, you think that's it, but you don't know he did that because he reached and he crossed back over.
Right, no, you're right. You don't
so
know.
I think that's what they miss.
That's what the people don't understand. With their visual perspective of things, is not really understanding what's behind the scene of the individual who's doing this, who's making people absorb it and getting the music out there like that. Okay,
Right.
It's
some people, they're writers, people really do this. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's good. I mean, that's it. That it is. You know, he's telling you right then and there that, you know, whatever makes you boat float, let's go with it. The ship will sail. You know what I mean? And that's the whole shit about this whole thing, this whole music game. And like I see, me being outside looking in, you know, I enjoy blazing the booth. You know, I mean, because when I'm in there, boy, listen, I don't chief. But damn it, I enjoy the vibe, boy. I'm in there like this. Hello world. It's a great thing. I always get the artists when they come through, they relax themselves, they be themselves. So, you know, any questions that when I come through, whether it's a pin in them and it sticks them and they don't really want to talk about it, they volunteer it and they say, yo, no doubt, thank you, world, thank you for bringing that out and this, that, and the third. But so that's what I'm just saying, you know, I enjoy that side as well, blazing the booth. We back here on top of the world with your boy Will, and like I said, I got Finesse with me, and we just chopping it up again. And like I said, you know, me as a young man, I have the privilege of coaching him and watching him grow as a young man, and like I just want to say I'm proud of him. And you know, I wish him much success and great success in this thing. And definitely, you know, we have two artists we work with. Both of them is R&B singers. Would like to get them in the session, or what would you say to these young artists or artists, period, young or old, that's trying to get on the game? Everybody that I talk to, they say, yo, you got this. Nowadays, you just got to put your stuff out there and let it go through these various, what the word I'm trying to say, various venues like Spotify, Apple Music, all that. So they saying use that now to promote your music and to get on. Would you still recommend that to these young people or people in general that's trying to get on?
Well, there's a lot that comes with that, and you know, it's not black and white. I say that, but the most important thing is, I think the music industry is oversaturated right now.
Do me a favor, if you don't mind. Can you dig in just a little deeper when you say oversaturated? When you say that, can you just, for the people who don't understand?
Yeah. So back in the days, you want to make a record, you gotta, you know, try to get on the schedule. It might take you a couple weeks at these big studios. You know, 6 hours gonna cost you a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Right. You're gonna have to get all the musicians in there at one time. You're dealing with different attitudes, managing different people.
Right.
But most importantly, I think everybody, when they made records back in the days, everybody was in the same room. You know what I mean? Now you got to produce. I can send you a beat. You know what I'm saying? That I did. I'm in Cali, you in New York. You recorded in your hotel room, and then boom, click and send it online. So in a way, it's cool, right? Because you could cut the middleman, you cut everybody out, and you could just boom. So if you somebody on social media that got a big following off just doing whatever, you drop a song, you immediately seeing thousands of people. All they got to do is click it. You got a little story behind it, and boom, it go viral. So that's the blueprint that a lot of these independent artists are trying to follow. But if you do that, you're gonna keep following what's viral, the trend. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's sustainable. You know what I mean? When I say oversaturated, you got everybody trying to be viral
artists
doing all type of stuff. You know, following the same type of beats and all of that, and that's cool, right? But I think people need to understand that for example, right? If you record, it's because we competing, we in the same bowl. Whether you recorded at home in the basement with that beat versus this dude who came and got it recorded at Black, you know what I'm saying? Or some, you know, got the beat from so mixed it with the stems, mastered it, you know. Once you put it in these distribution platforms, we all in the same pot.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So off rip, you ain't even gonna be as loud as I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You hear a song, like you listen at a consistent level, then you hear something else that drop and like you're not even going to tune in long enough to hear what he's saying.
Right.
You know, so
you get lost somewhere.
Yeah, so
gotcha.
I think what people need to understand is like they make it accessible. You can get this stuff and record in the crib and all of that, but you know, it's almost disrespectful. You got, you know, you watch the YouTube tutorial on how to record vocals and you're doing that, and that's cool. Right. No. But then you got somebody who's been doing this for 20, 25 years. That's just recording, you know, it's just intricacies, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, could get lucky. So it's strange, but I think what I would encourage these independent artists to understand is like, look, when you finish, it's all in the same bowl. So if you record with a $300, $400 mic from Guitar Center, $300, $1,000 interface, you know what I'm saying? And you got Pro Tools with Wave, or no diss to no company, but you know, you might have invested $2,000 in your setup, you know, versus you going and getting it done the right way downtown. It might use a $10,000 microphone with a $5,000 pre, $5,000 compressor, this, that, and the third, you know, $25,000 of just like analog mojo, you know, stuff that.
So that's the clarity, right?
You feel it, you know.
Feel it more.
You know, like them old Mary J records, she hit a riff and it just make your head stand up. Like,
right.
It's harmonics being added to it intentionally from these tubes and things cooking. That's the science behind it. But like, you don't know nothing about that if you in a hotel room.
Just spitting bars or in the room.
But there's nothing wrong with that though.
No, it's nothing wrong. Right.
What I'm saying. So it's just, but you fishing that way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is it more of the clarity or the versus doing it yourself and independently? I think more people now are doing it independently for the bag at the end.
I think you can still accomplish that independent bag. You can still fish, but I would encourage artists to understand that it is an investment, especially if you're going independent, because the labels is the kids that's on the labels, they could just hang out in the studio for as long as they want. You know what I'm saying? If they want to extend like the label on covers, you just hang out 12 hours, leave with 3-4 songs, you know, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do that, and it's all coming through the right way, you know. So I would encourage to invest in yourself. Artists that really trying to take it serious, like I say, instead of trying to hang out all day in the studio, you know, maybe book 3 hours, but really work on your song, work on it, crap. So you come in, boom, you can knock it out. Don't sit there smoking, drinking, trying to come up with words, trying to pick a beat, wasting time.
Right.
So that's how I recommend it.
Good. I mean, that's it. That's coming from Finesse. I mean, like I said, we work with some artists that trying to do it independent, and we're trying to push them in the right way and guide them as well. So, you know, we're gonna make it happen. And I'm also going to utilize you, and hopefully you can. I know me and you just talked about it on the block one day. I said, y'all got somebody for you. Check out, just hear this. Check out their beats, check out their music. And we never got together and touched up, but but I'm definitely going to follow up with that and make that happen. So again, today was a great day.
Yes, sir.
I'm proud of you. I'm glad you stopped by to share this with my show on Top of the World with your boy on World Famous, and let's make it happen. It definitely come through on Smoke Out.
Yeah.
Where can anyone find you or get in touch with you that may have you can educate them, or just maybe want to come down to the studio? Let the people know where you can be found and everything.
All right. So I work at Platinum Sound Recording Studios. Right, we located at 122 West 26th Street downtown. You know, shout out Jerry, Sirs, the whole team there. You can follow me there, the website, all the information. On Instagram, you can find me at jwright _0330. So JAYWRIGHT _0330. And you know, stay up to date. A lot of new projects coming out. You know, good stuff. So
Good. Again, you never go wrong when you do it the right way.
right,
Go J Wright.
yeah, you know that.
Have a great day.
Right.
Welcome.